Good day, this is Dr. Battle, and I'm going to give you help here with the timeline project that you have in this class. Now, if you're a student who understands how to use Microsoft Excel, which which is right over here on mine, it's that little green thing there, you can do this project very easily in Microsoft Excel and merge columns and do all sorts of things to make this a very beautiful presentation, and then export the page as a document or a Word document and use that as your report. And fine, but that would take too much time to explain how to do this. For most of us, we will be just simply using Microsoft Word, and what you would do is, of course, put your headings and stuff as you would do for your paper, so you're presenting them. And what you come up here to Insert, and you click on Insert, and you come down here to Table, and you click on Table, and what you'll do here is you'll insert a table. Now, in the end, at your final report, you'll actually have around 50 columns, but right now we're not going to do that many. Let us do about 4 columns, or 4 rows and 3 columns, and we'll just start there to just show you how to set this thing up. Put it here, and first column I would call something like my Raynal years. Raynal years. Evidently my spell checker does not have that in there. And then I would put the king, and then I'd put over here profit. Now the Raynal years are not going to take up a lot of time, so what we'll do is we'll just kind of grab this portion and just kind of move it over and give ourselves maybe just a little bit more space for the Raynal years, and then divide what's left between the king and the profit. Now I'll typically here just kind of make this centered, and what we then do, and I'm just going to first do the United Monarchy, so what we can do there is we go here and I click and I just kind of merge these cells into one, center them, and call this the period, call this period the United Monarchy. Okay, now with the United Monarchy, of course, your first king, if you remember, was Saul, and your second king, I misspelled Saul, and the second king is David. Now if you go and you check, you'll find that Saul is thought to have ruled from about 150 BC, or 1050 BC to about 1010 BC, so you'd put that there. Looks like we need a little bit more space, so we'll just kind of come back over and add the space there. And David is thought to have ruled from roughly 1010 BC. Now, of course, we're overlooking the reign of Ishbosheth, but right now it's not a major person that we're dealing with. But you'll put in Mishani to say about 970 BC. So you put that there. Now, the prophet during the time of Saul was Samuel. So you put Samuel there. And then here, Nathan was a prophet during the time of David. Now you notice here we have a situation that we have Solomon that we need to go to. So what you do is you right click your mouse and you come up here to Insert, and you insert a row below. And now Solomon, if you know your dates, reigned approximately from 970 to about 930 BC. And so we can put Solomon. Solomon. And so then you come over here, and the prophet who we know is associated with Solomon is a guy by the name of Ahijah. And so we now have to add another one. So now we come down, and again we go up here to insert rows below. And now this column, you're going to bring merge cells, center it, and we could call this if I just want to be for the purpose, we'd call this the Northern Kingdom. Okay. Northern Kingdom. And then we could come down and insert again, insert a row below. Now here we need to separate the cells. So what we'd come up and actually hit, oops, no, that's not the way you did it. Let's see, where's the way you did it in the past? Okay, let me check. Up here, you're in blue ghost. Give me come up here. It used to be you'd come up right here. Okay, let me see. Insert. Design, shading, format, layout. Where is it that you separate them? Split cells. Here we go. And we go back to one row, three columns. So we come back up here and we go OK. And now we have to reset everything, and it's it's kind of a hassle, but anyways, that's how you do that. If you figured out how I did that, I came up here and I put split cells right there, okay? And I reestablished my order. And so now the first king of the Northern Kingdom was Jeroboam the first, and then we'd put his years here, 931 through 909 according to my details. Now what you can do to find out this information and whether it's correct or not, now if you like it that it's centered, what you can do is you just come up here and we come right over here, and you see you just center it, and it'll automatically center it for you. And so what you now need to go is you go through and identify the various kings and the prophets associated with the kings as you go through. If you need a list, well, one place you can go is over here to this page 230, and you'll have a list of your kings. There you go. Now you see my dates are a little off because I'm using a slightly different chronology than what's in the book, but that's fine. You can just use this one right here. What you would do then once you have this is you would put your list of kings and you put them on. The ones that you need to be aware of and to add later on are basically you need to add like Elijah and also Elisha need to be added, and you might want to add Huldah, and the rest are pretty much your books of the Bible. Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel. You won't be dealing with Daniel, but then go to the minor prophets, the 12 minor prophets, Hosea, Joel, Amos, and just put them in relationship to the king. If it was a prophet who prophesied to the Northern Kingdom, then you would put him with the Northern Kingdoms. And if he was a prophet who prophesied with a king in the Judite kingdoms, then you put him among the Judite kingdoms, and you just go on down this list and produce it. Of course, you should title your work. I guess this is the timeline of kings and prophets, or whatever. You can even use the the assignment title, and right there you have it, and just build it. This project should not be overly difficult. It's just going to be tedious, and it will take time. I hope this helps you complete this project without too much difficulty. Take care and have a good day. Bye.